справлюсь с Томасом. Рано или поздно он появится.
It's Wes's third film, and funnily enough, it's his third film in the same franchise. So, do you feel that his sort of grown, his approach changed from the first one to?
I'd love to say yes, but the truth is that he's been a genius since the first one, you know, and that's kind of crazy because it was his first ever movie, but he knows exactly what he's doing. I'm amazed that his patience has stayed the same over 3 movies. I've never seen him blow up. I've never seen him be disrespectful to anyone on set or shout or scream. He gets, you know, overwhelmed as we all do. Sometimes we're running late or we're running behind or something isn't working, but he's always calm and in control of his set. And I think everyone respects that, and that's why they enjoy working with him so much.
He's got such a great feel for story and for character, you know, amidst a movie that's filled with action, and that's also something that he just does so well naturally too. And then for him to have both of those things.
The first movie he was green completely and never worked with actors before or anything, and cameras and things. He'd done shorts, but they were all animated. So it's fascinating to see him go from that and then go into an editing room for the first time and realise, oh, I don't need that, I don't need that, I don't need that, and then come back and actually he still shot a lot of footage. But yeah, but yeah, I did notice the difference once he'd been in the editing room.
Они забрали вас, потому что у вас иммунитет к чуме, которая уничтожает человечество. Они принесут вас в жертву, чтобы найти лекарство.
All 3 films have different settings. One is cement and decay, second one is dust and rust, and the third one is glass and steel. Which one of these settings would you prefer aesthetically?
Aesthetically, I love the city. I think cities are fascinating. It's my favourite view of anywhere. I'll take looking at the London skyline over a field any day. Because I love the idea of how much life is happening in that one place, how many stories are being told, how many people's days are changing by the minute. And so, yeah, for me, I loved shooting in the city, and I loved the light that you can use when you're doing something urban. I love how harsh it can be. Aesthetically, I think it gives the movie such a tense feel. It's so different to what we're used to with these movies that it kind of really makes an impact.
They are all cool. I think personally, I just like the greenery of the first movie. I know there was concrete involved, and that's not very nice. But it's all covered up with pretty vines and things. And I know we were trapped, but still, I like that. I like the shades of our costumes as well.
I grew up in the woods, you know. I grew up kind of out in the woods making tree houses and forts. You know, I love that world, that survival aspect, you know, so probably the first one for me.
Ты не можешь спасти всех, Томас.
Могу попытаться.
How important was it to find this balance in making Wicked both evil and sort of justifying their actions through you, because your character represents that?
Very important. I think we wanted to reflect reality in social life, and you know, there are people that believe things should be done one way and people that disagree with that, and it's interesting to explore every side of that. Everyone has a reason for it, and Wicked is essentially, you know, a corporation, but they are also a service. They are a public service, so it's interesting to kind of find the balance within that. You know, how much are they actually trying to help the people, and how much of it is about making sure that certain people are protected, and we kind of really explore that in this one.
If you ended up in this post-apocalyptic world and you had to survive, to build a society where people are valued for certain skills, what would you be valued for? What are you good at?
Not a lot. I'm very good at flower arranging. I used to be a florist before I started acting. Very good at cooking Brazilian food.
Brazilian specifically?
Yeah, Brazilian food specifically. Because English food is boring, it's very easy to cook. Yeah, I'd be the cook and the flower arranger.
If I weren't a director, I'd be making furniture or something. I like working with my hands and making things, you know what I mean? So it probably would have been something on those levels.
Have you made anything on the set?
Oh yeah, I mean, in the very first movie even, I was there kind of helping to hammer some of those huts together and designing some of the designs of those huts. You know, I would design a lot of those things. So yeah, I love the craftsman aspect of these movies, you know.
What things from our current life would you miss most?
Oh, Twitter.
Twitter? He's saying that sarcastically. He's not so good at sarcasm, but that's definitely him being sarcastic.
Music.
You get the cool thing about
Playing
that world is
endlessly.
you could always still play music, you know, like how they had it in the Glade and how.
Yeah.
I love that idea that humans will always find.
Yeah,
the
something
arts
to hit,
anyway.
or yeah, something.
I would miss my dog. He's my best friend, my buddy, and also my pillow at night and keeps me warm.